Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so this is the losers bracket finals, and then the winner of this obviously moves on to the finals. So this is Team XAY versus VYS or XAY. Okay, Lucian is going to be B1. And we actually ran this exact sequence of bans and picks yesterday. This is actually pretty funny. Drew Toot foresaw this. He foresaw the exact same 6 bans and the exact B1 by the enemy team. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so Jin being picked now, R1. And Wise Mystical Tree now being hovered by Wysik, the Polish prodigy jungler. Now hovering Wukong instead. Now, obviously, Wukong is going to be a little bit better in the event that Milio would end up getting picked up, just because Wise Mystical Tree loses a little bit of value in the event that Milio does get selected. Udyr is actually going to be selected. Very, very surprising. Udyr went the entire swing split, basically going completely untouched by everyone and their mother, and just getting completely neglected as one of the best junglers in the entire game. And now seeing him get picked is just super surprising, just in general. But he is going to be a really good pick. Nami now getting picked up. Senna now going to be locked in here for Robert Twos on the opposing side. So this is going to be Nami Lucian versus Jin Senna for Team VYS. The Udyr, very interesting. Now, with the Nami and the Lucian, there is definitely, I mean, there's a lot of burst which can come out, and there's also a lot of magic damage on this team composition, especially with the Udyr right now. I mean, assuming that the Udyr is just going to play tank with Demonic Embrace being his main offensive item. We go into the second ban phase. Malphite now being banned away here. Fiora. Being targeted by XAY. And now Ahri is going to get banned. Probably looking for something like Blind Annie or Blind Gragus on R4. Another alternative blind mid laner that would just pair really well with like the Wukong, be a pretty versus all type thing, would just be Orianna. I think that's an underappreciated mid laner just in general. I think like more traditional mid laners, another option would have just been to take Ahri yourself on R4. I think that's what a lot of mid laners just in general are doing. Annie now being hovered will end up getting locked in. Rebo, the Volibear, has come back into view. Okay. Jace now. Oh, Jace was the final ban, sorry. Okay, Cassante. And Kennen is being hovered. That is a lot of magic damage with Lucian, Nami, Udyr. That is an excessive amount of magic if that Kennen would actually end up getting locked in. A lot of very short range hard engage here. And no, okay, it's going to end up actually being the Nautilus. I mean, I think in a spot like this, one of the champions that they could end up actually taking would, I think unironically, Garen would actually not be bad in a spot like this. I am curious what Drew 2 is going to end up taking. Looks like Kane is being hovered. He might be thinking that Rost is an option that he wants to go for. As Garen... There it is. Garen is... He said he would just first time it. Alright. Let him cook. Alright, let him cook. Okay. Alright, Drew Toot's cooking. Drew Toot is cooking. So with 3 VODs and you know, a little bit of back and forth discussions and some other stuff, let him cook. Let him cook. All right. There's no bias here. Caster's not biased. Casters can't be biased. Okay? True. Guys. Everything's fine. All right. So, game number 1. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, Joe, can you show this on screen? Wait. Oh, yes. Yes. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be absolutely fantastic. All right, so Drew Toot, watch and learn. Absolutely fantastic. This game is gonna be. Oh man, 1 sec. Are we still on pause right now, by the way? Also, I can't hear anything. Joe, is there a way I can like play music to myself, but it doesn't go out to stream?
It's already set up like that.
I can't hear music. And we'll see what Drew 2 ends up doing here. And it also looks like Udyr starts Raptors, and Udyr might also be pathing bottom, potentially. We'll have to see. As Udyr's going Raptors into red. We can see this on the minimap. Then we'll see what else is going to end up going on. So, both marksmen, longsword 3 red potions. Senna there with the sickle. Barrier on Robert 2's. And VYS Deathless has the heal on Jhin. And normally I would actually like to see that reversed, especially when Senna goes for any of the roams or when Senna is running around with the jungle. Generally, having the heal on the Senna is a little bit more valuable, just because it can provide a little bit more value in more situations. It's a lot of auto attacks going down, trying to get those Qs up. Wysick is on a ward right now. And it does look like Udyr. Okay, so Udyr actually... Alright, Udyr does his golems, then does his red. And we'll see what Drew 2 ends up doing here. Okay. Ribson now going to be pathing into the left-hand side. Wysick. He's going to do a 3 camp into reset. Nice Q there by Robert 2's. Ends up getting that soul. And it looks like, actually, maybe Jhin and Senna are looking for a base. And yeah, it looks like this is maybe... Oh, thanks. It looks like Jhin is actually looking for a base. Okay, and he gets the Kerche's sword. I believe that's actually how that's pronounced. I could be totally wrong. Wukong now with the longsword. Starting to clear on the right-hand side. The Garen up in the top lane. And to my knowledge, the matchup ends up going pretty even in the laning phase. Garen might actually fall slightly behind in CS. but he's one of the few champions that prevents Cassante from actually getting turret plates, and that's a very big win. And then he overtakes Cassante in the later stages of the game, which is not what a lot of the other champions are actually capable of doing. So it's a pretty big deal. All right. Now they have a freeze down here, and this is a pretty strong freeze off the back of this cheater. Senna and the Jin in a really good position. They have the Wukong in close proximity. Garen looking for a trade right now onto the Cassante. Has the phase route. Ooh, Annie gotta be... Oh, Annie does get hooked. Oh, okay. Is able to flash. Get that W off. Does the double stun. And oh, looks like... Hold on. Drew 2. Ooh, Drew 2 managing to actually push the Cassante out of the lane. Very, very well done. And gets the stun off. Wysick coming in here with the clone. Trying to block the hook. Is he going to be able to do it? And he will! First blood for Wysick. The absolute prodigy from Poland. Amazing. Oh my lord. Some might even say the best jungler in the entire tournament. Or even including ever was in the tournament. Including Inspired. True. True. Depends who you ask. As my quality is completely dead, by the way. I don't... Joe? Is connection dead on Discord? What is going on? My quality is so dead. I can't see anything. Oh my god. One sec, Twitch chat. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, it's back. It's back. All right, we fixed it. Okay, cool. We just changed server? Or? Okay. Okay. So we're back. And, all right, Wysick now are going to be on that Ocean Dragon. This is an extremely early Ocean Drake. Very, very valuable. This is going to surely make the bot lane and top lane virtually unmovable for Team VYS. Nice pickup here. Well, Robert 2s might be getting a little bit greedy looking for those souls. There's the ultimate, and he is going to have to flash. Helpless. Pookie style. Looking for some damage there. The ignite is going to come out. Drew 2 with the Berserker Greaves. And it looks like, hold on. Might have some Diverino action. Robert 2s. Now remember, Senna does not have the flash available. She does have the E. Is kiting backwards. Annie in route. Old lead still there for Team VYS. Wysick now pathing down here to bot lane, and they're going to be able to stave this off just fine. Annie has the Lost Chapter, pathing into mid lane. Has that first strike gold, so even when she misses a little bit of minions, not the absolute end of the world. Everything is actually just fine. Brings out that Tibbers, knows that the Nautilus doesn't have teleport available. Drew comes down, gets some intel on the jungle. Moves back up here into top lane. Goes back just to farming this up. And then the wave is coming back in. Quality. Joe, quality dying again. Harvey, mute Mike. All right. Well, looks like Jin, Senna, I mean, they're virtually even down here in bot lane. Would you? Herald now being started up. Okay, and he actually ends up getting tagged in front of the turret. And he actually taking quite a bit of damage. Has the flash available. Nautilus might actually just be lethal. Flash forward, undertow. Hook is there. Solo kill. As Drutu now looking to try to get something back, but not gonna be there. Very uncharacteristic death here. Trying to have something come in there, just not quite able to be there in time. Gold score is still totally even. Rift Herald was picked up by VYS, and that was a really terrible death timing. Oh no, Drutu might end up actually dying. Okay, manages to get just behind the minion. Holding down the mid wave. And now Wysick, he's going to pick up the wave in top. And that is going to be a plate, though, going over to the Cassante. Nice curtain call. Doing quite a bit of damage. Okay, Ribson, I don't know how to say it, is actually going to get spotted out on a ward. Oh, Robertus just, I don't know what was going on. They had knowledge of what was just happening. I don't even, Oh, okay, that is very bizarre. I mean, they had full intel that Udyr is there. That is very perplexing that they end up making a mistake like that. Meanwhile, now coming back into live, they're down only 300 gold. Abyssal Mass now completed for the Nautilus. Storm Razor there on the Lucian. Gold score is still totally even. Herald still there on the Wukong. Ooh, Senna ends up getting hooked. What? Okay, Annie. All right. Oh, okay, Annie. Oh, hold on, Garen. Garen is here, as the R is going to come down. Wysick is going to be the one that actually ends up picking up the kill there onto the Nautilus. Dragon is available, and Zayu, he doesn't actually have teleport available now. So this is a nice little kill here for VYS. Annie has teleport. Wysick with that Herald Enhanced Recall. They are going to end up having to give over the Cloud Dragon, but this isn't the end of the world. There's 2.5 minutes still remaining on the turret plates. Garen making his way back up to top lane. Protein Shake completed by Leku. And it looks like actually they're just going to summon the Rift Herald up there in top lane. Cloud Dragon now picked up. Infernal is going to be the dragon that does get the soul this game. Okay, all right. So we're going to get Infernal Soul. And here comes Rift Herald. Drutu with an EXP lead. Wysick now 1v1ing the Udyr. Udyr very, very strong as he goes for the second Cyclone. Gets there it is, the solo kill. Wukong has that Sunderer. Drutu very, very strong right now in the top lane. And we can just take a look at how this ended up transpiring. So Wysick manages to get into that brush before Ribson is able to see him go into it. And so he just gets the surprise attack on him. Jumps out of the brush. Basically nothing that he can do. He just has the Sunderer. Just way too much damage. Meanwhile, now down in bot lane, I mean, Nautilus is just here. Oh, okay, they might... Okay. Looks like maybe they were going to be able to trade 2 for 1, but not quite having the damage to do so. As we take a look at the replay of what ended up happening. Nautilus just able to come in there on the roam. And you can see the barrier on the center just not quite there. Just barely missing the damage. Gold score continues to be pretty even right now. And, oh, okay, Lucian going forward with that Storm Razor. Now, I'm curious if we'll see if Pookie Style will end up building Sorkpen boots. And if he does, if he will build, I mean, he should build Sorkpen boots, because right now on 1310, Lucian with Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon, Mandate, Nami E. Mandate checks the magic penetration of the Marksman champion when it goes to deal its damage. So Lucian is just dealing so much magic damage. You should end up building magic penetration. And Annie now. Trying to do whatever she can. She is a little bit down in EXP. You can see Zayu is almost level 11, actually, as Annie just stings 10. She's probably going to be about 10.3 or so, maybe 10.2 at the end of this wave, because Robert 2 is actually actually, no, less than that, because of the shared EXP. How many souls is Senna at, Joe? Senna's at 45, so not doing the best on souls, unfortunately. Right now with this game timer, ideally, if you were doing really well as Senna, you'd have 75 souls. So 30 under par for Robert 2's. Also very surprised to see it's not the Solari Senna. As Drew 2 does, oh my lord, the curtain call is just not at the right timing. Senna trying to get there. Now, Ribson, oh man, the bubble ends up landing too. Oh, and oh, just not quite enough damage. Oh man. And you can just see they don't know about Udyr. So what he thinks is, Deathless thinks, as he casts the curtain call, you can literally see cancels it instantaneously. He thinks that he's just going to be able to curtain call the wave, CS it. Drew Toot's pushing up in top lane. They're getting the second Rift Herald. And then they're going to have Annie come in and everything's going to be fine. Gold score is still okay. And all the gold is there on Lucian. There's the Magic Pen boots on Pookie Style. And with the Abyssal Mask, too, it's really helping the Lucian in the team fights when the Nautilus is up close and personal. $1,000 gold, roughly, I guess, is about the gold lead. But I would not say it's the end of the world. Senna still no item. That second Herald Crash doesn't actually get the turret. Leku, he's up there in top lane. It looks like he wants to get the turret. They might actually just seed the dragon. Are they seeding it? They might be. And this is a pretty big dragon for Team VYS, because all of their champions utilize the combat stats, including Senna. Wukong picks up a longsword off this Drake. Leku gonna end up getting that turret. Annie now trying to move into that Rylai's as the second item. Doing whatever he can to try to just get gold. Drew 2 beginning the split push as Garen. So much magic damage. As okay, it looks like they just want to dive. And okay, they get the teleport out of Leku. And that, I mean, that's a really big win. They use the Senna ultimate for a little bit of a shield, the Cyclone, able to dodge stuff, and they get the teleport out. And now they can repeat the play, and that teleport won't be available. And that's going to be a very scary thing when Garen can just threaten to dive turrets. Drew Toot. We go back now. You're doing his split push shenanigans. And so now advancing the game from this state, it's a little bit difficult for Team Zay because they are so short range. There's no more Rift Heralds. There's no Dragon available, and they're very dependent on Baron. Looks like Senna very close to getting her first item. Now, one of the things that you'll notice about Robert 2s, and I feel like you can actually tell there is some inexperience here with Senna. He's not following the jungler around to collect souls. Drew 2, okay, picks up that turret. You can see Ribson is making his way down to the bottom side, maybe looking to shadow Leku. 1,000 gold lead. Wysick now looking up here. Oh, gets the stun onto Zayu. Tibbers is going to come out as well. Rylai's not there yet, so they're not really applying any slow. There's so much magic resistance. As Drew 2 finds himself caught. He's going to flash over. And he is going to end up actually being brought down there. So let's actually take a look at how this ended up transpiring. So he spins to win, and then, oh, he's just chasing. And he ends up getting, oh, he gets high. Oh, okay, he gets kidnapped into the Udyr. And he just gets 1v2'd. Very unfortunate situation. Pooling quite a bit of gold as well. Black Cleaver now. Now, this is the really big spike. This is the spike that Drew should have been waiting for. Now, I think that what he was doing there is he was just trying to take a trade with Cassante. I don't think he was trying to all in him. But then Udyr being there obviously just meant that he would die. Because obviously Garen's sustain at this point in the game. If Garen takes a really big trade there, then he can allow his passive, his regen, to sort of, you know, take over and everything can be good. All right, so I'm going to eat while we have a pause. So I have bibimbap. Wonderful. So while we have a pause, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, that's it, whatever, Joe. Okay. It's fine, Joe. Oh, big cyclone! Huge shutdown by Wysick. Was that it, Joe? Was that it? That was it, Joe? Wait, I need coffee. One. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back. Okay, I got my coffee. Okay. All right, so as we come back into live, seems like Wysick now has the Black Cleaver. Rylai's there on Annie. Kraken Slayer there on Robert 2s. Really don't like this Senna build. I'll be totally honest. I really think that if he just went Solari on Senna, if he just went Solari Redemption on Senna, this would have been the juice. The absolute juice for Robert 2s, you know? All right. Now they're holding the position. They just need to not get caught by anything. They're very, very, very strong right now. As long as Tibbers is cast early in a team fight, this is going to be very good. 69 souls. I think that's how you know this is going to be a good fight, gentlemen. Because we are gearing up for something good. Now, the problem for Ribson is that he only has Ghost. All right. He's made his way into the Dragon. Wysick now on the left-hand side. All right, Wysick. Okay, Drew Toot! Just assassinating in the backside! Tells Nami to shut the fuck up as well as Tibbers is in there! And oh my god, there's no answer to Garen! As everyone is just fucking melting them! What? What? What the fuck? What is that? Watch Drew Toot. Watch Drew Toot tell Pookie Style that he's into men. Hold on, wait a second. Holy shit! What is going on? There's just nothing. No one was peeling. Drew just literally just ran at him with Stridebreaker, silences him, and then just kills him, and there's nothing. And then as soon as Lucian's down, no one is going to stop Garen at that point. Comes back into live. They have Baron. They're now going to get the Infernal. Okay, Deathless, I mean, he's on top of it, but Garen, he's back in the fight. The armor shred. This Udyr is now squishy as hell. Judgment comes out a little bit early, though. Ends up missing the execute. Okay. Drew 2 getting a little bit low here on damage. Oh, Tibbers. Tibbers comes out. They get the kill on Denami. And hold on. It looks like Zayu is going to go down as well. Robert 2's getting very close. Wysick now. Leku is going to get picked up as well. Infernal Dragon still alive. Drew 2. That passive is going to start ticking. He's going to get all the HP back in just a bit. But Ribson is very healthy. Pookie Style also very healthy. Wysick doesn't have his smite available, so it looks like they're actually going to relinquish the dragon. Drew 2 electing to just end up pushing mid as Wysick. Ooh, this is a little scary here. Oh. Okay, they are going to kill Lucian. And now Udyr. Oh, Dawning Shadow. Okay, all right, giving the shield. Ooh, really big shutdown. Really big. Udyr on the run. And he is going to manage to get away there from the fourth shot of Jhin. Now, Jhin only has one core item in these fights. Guys, I know that this looks like it's probably a late-game team fight, but let's take a look at this again. So, this time around, Udyr gets onto Deathless really early on. And also, Robert 2's has to flash away early on because Leku gets onto him. So, really poor positioning here by VYS at the very beginning. The Deadly Flourish comes out at the very start, and you can just see Deathless also walks into melee range against Zayu, and then he has to reposition again against Leku. So, there's a lot of lost DPS going on here. Drew 2 takes a lot of damage, mistimes its judgment against the Udyr as well, and then you can tell what Deathless was trying to do here. Jin's R4 is really scary, the execute, but he does only have one core item. And what I was trying to get at right before we went into this replay is, it looks like we're having late game team fights. This is not late game. This is 25 minutes. We are still in like the mid game, late game transition. I mean, we're starting to reach late game now, but I mean, Jhin just got his second item. He finally has his mythic, and he now also has his like recipe item for his second item off of that. So that was he was sitting on a lot of gold. Oh, Annie trying to get her stun ready. Oh, this is a very scary fight. Drew 2 level 16. Quite a big gold lead. Oh. Zayu. Oh. I'm not. Okay. Drew 2. Oh. Okay, well, he does end up killing Zayu. And they also get Ribson. So these are the two really big, beefy tanks. I mean, Leku is... Oh, that is a lot of damage. Wysick tries to do something to Pookie Style. Robert 2 is trying to heal people up. Oh, Nami gonna be forced to flash away there. Annie trying to go in. Leku will not yield. Wysick gonna go into his clone. And they will raise yet another turret. Taking a look at the itemization. Void Staff gonna be built next for Annie. Deadman's Plate there on Drew 2. It looks like he's going Force of Nature as his next item. And it seems like it's going to be Death's Dance next for the Wukong. And, oh, okay, there's the Solari on Senna. Okay, so went Kraken Slayer first, and then ended up going Solari. So, gotta talk with Robert 2's maybe after the game or something, but like, should have just been like Solari and LDR, or like, You know, but, you know, is what it is what it is. Or maybe actually because Kraken is a legendary item, I wonder what the interaction is with the soul collection with this item now. I do actually wonder now. Maybe there isn't a unique thing going on here. So right now he is at 107 souls. Still only 30 under where he should in theory be at if it was the equivalency of 10 CS a minute. Not doing bad, not doing bad. Lord Danny's regards now picked up by the Jhin. Is still an entire, well, not almost, I mean, it's 1,500 gold down to the Lucian. The Staff of Flowing Water on the Nami, I think, is absolutely brilliant. You think about how many AP ratios exist on her teammates and the amount of ability haste that she's giving them. Toot toot. Thumbs upping the Udyr there. Protein shake as well on the Udyr. 30 seconds until that Infernal Dragon comes up, but here comes the Baron in 3 seconds. And you can see Team VYS, they're in total control. And just look at the speed of Garen. He's able to be in so many places at once. And look at Annie. Garen. Oh, he's looking. He's looking for Lucian. He's looking. He sees Pookie style, I think. And he finds him! And with the help of Annie, the bread and butter, tells Nami to shut the fuck up as well yet again as he is spinning to win right now in the middle of the team fight. Double kill for YS as they are going forward. Deadly Flourish. Curtain Call is coming out as well, as that is going to be the ace in VYS with the minion wave in mid. Looks like they are just going to be able to, I think, push to victory. The death timer should be enough. And I think that is just going to be game number 1. Going to VYS. All right. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Wonderful. All right. Here, Joe can show it on screen. There you go. Oh, shit. All right, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat really quick before next game. I haven't ate in like almost 24 hours.